Hello everybody, I am Benjamin Magnus, and today we're going to be starting a new series playing Europa Universalis 4 with the brand new Mare Nostrum DLC. Now, having spent some time looking at the reworked map and considering the new features of the game, a lot of naval stuff, I definitely want to have someone who has a decent-sized navy, and I generally like to start someplace small and work my way up. So I'm probably not going to start any of the big people in Europe. I actually think I'm going to go somewhere I haven't been before. A lot of Central Africa has been reworked and a lot of provinces have been added, so I think I'm going to stick down here. And what we're going to do is start down here in Madagascar, and we're going to make Madagascar great again. What I plan on doing is unifying Madagascar, and then we're going to move to the mainland, and we are going to forge ourselves a unified African nation to stand against Europe, and probably going to be doing a hefty amount of trading too, considering how centrally we're located in terms of people who want to trade are. A lot of good trade goods over here, and a lot of people who want those goods over here. So I think this is going to make for an interesting playthrough. So let's give ourselves a quick overview and get started. We are Sokolovka. Sokolava? I think I added in a K there, Sokolava. And I don't think it's going to be terribly difficult to do the unification of Madagascar here. There's a couple other nations I'm going to clearly have to deal with, so we're gonna work on that first things first. We have an army of 6,000 African spearmen, no cavalry, and looks like we have several fleets here. We have a fleet of 4 cogs transports and a fleet of 8 barks, which is going to be very good in terms of our trade. So let's see, pick some rivals, and it looks like we're just going to pick, well, let's see, that's this guy right here, and the next one was right there, Imarina, and they only have one other one available. So who is this? That's not one of these, is it? That's that guy right there. We can rival him. That's fine. We'll take. Well, I think it's going to be pretty easy to take care of these guys, unless, of course, they have some brutal alliances working. Let's take a look at that, actually. No. It doesn't look like they start with anybody. Yeah, we look pretty good here. All right. What is our income like? Ooh, real low. Real low. Prove prestige, conquer, Antanakar, and Antarakara? That's these guys right down here, right? Antankara. Ankara. Let's go with Antankara. Or remove these guys from the map. What am I gonna do here? Manpower, recover speed, yearly prestige. They're both the same. So that guy's only one province. Gonna be the easiest. What is reform government gonna do for me? Despotic monarchy. So it'll change my lose 5 stability. Wow. Okay. What is my type of... I'm a chiefdom right here. A tribe is controlled by an individual ruler with unlimited power, ability to exercise any action without consequence or retribution, often ruling through fear. National unrest -1, core creation cost -5%, diplomatic relations -2. Okay. First things first, we're definitely going to switch this over to focus on admin power. I feel like admin power is just extremely useful early game. And we don't have very many modifiers just yet. So I think getting out of chiefdom is probably going to be pretty good. So all the tribal stuff, they don't want to have anything to do with anybody else, basically, I think. Nobody wants anything to do with anybody else. And I can't really afford any of these right now. Yeah, that's going to put me in the negative. This year looks to be such a prosperous year that this dude, as a gesture of goodwill, has decided to celebrate by arranging various festivities for the locals, gain stability. See, gaining stability is great. A free stability point's wonderful, but base tax is long term. This will go away eventually, but this won't. That's going to be my capital right here. We'll gain +1 base tax. I'm actually going to take that. I'm going to take that because that is a long-term thing. That's something that's going to benefit me for the entire game, as opposed to something that'll benefit me temporarily until it goes away, basically. And, ooh, we already have an alliance offer from... That's this guy right here. Yeah, let's accept that. Let's accept that. He's much smaller than me, so he's going to be weaker than me, so I'm not too concerned about that. And our force limit is 8, so we could definitely increase this. Oh, we have 1 cavalry in there. I must have missed that. So let's bring in... yeah, let's go all the way up to our force limit. Because I want to make sure that I don't... Do I want to use my gent? No, let's recruit somebody. Oh, wow. That's a pretty damn good guy for early on in the game. 331? I'm okay with that. Oh, and what I was doing was... This stuff's pretty new. Let's see. Select mission. We want to protect trade. In Zanzibar. It's not going to do much right now. But it's going to help out a little bit. So we are going to... Well, you know what we also need to do? We need a... we can't fabricate a claim? Your spy network needs to be at least size 10 to use this action. I don't have a... Ah, that's new right there. So I need to send him over here. So increase... Okay. I need to send him over there and have him build a spy network before... The spy network has to be in place before I'm allowed to fabricate a claim. So it needs to be at least 10. And it's going up per month right now. Have a new heir, a 030. That's pretty rough. And what I'm actually going to do is if I could... Oh, I'm about to say, if I could find my notebook, I'm going to grab my list of Patreon donors and name someone something. Okay. Dennis Iwo is my new heir. The underhanded rogues in Imarina have the gall to claim one of my counties here. Okay. Counties? Yeah, I'm gonna go with counties. Alright, they're doing the same thing. So these guys are getting on my nerves. And you guys, I actually thought you would auto... You know what, maybe it's because I moved them. It's probably because I moved them. Thought it would auto link up there, but it's probably not working because I moved them there. So they must have a spy network in my land too. So why don't we... Let's build a spy network here, confirm that. I think counter-espionage would probably reduce the size of a spy network. I would imagine that's what would happen. Alright, so we have a spy network of at least 10 here, so let's recall that. Well, let's let it tick for 1 more month. Get a little bit extra to work with. There we go. Alright, let's recall him. And then we'll have him... I don't think I have a claim over here. Oh, I could just take it. Alright, so that's not necessary. I could just say conquest. He is allied with these guys and these guys, which is unfortunate. Because then I would have to fight them all. Alright, so I could... Well, I don't have a CB over here, though. I don't have a conquest on this guy. So, it might be more beneficial to declare war on this guy first, because he doesn't have the allies that this guy does. What about you? I don't have a CB over here. Okay, so... They're both allied with this guy, it seems like, but if I declare war on either of them, they won't come to each other's aid. That's good to know. So we're building a spy network. Let's build a spy network over here too. The further away the spy network is, the more difficult it is going to be to build. That makes sense to me. And I'd love some advisors right now, but well, we could help our economic situation a little bit by dragging this down, the army maintenance slider, but that's going to mean I'm less prepared for war. Where's my trade map mode? Trade, here we go. So this is all Zanzibar along the coastline. So we're probably going to want to try to move into Zambezi, and then maybe north. That might be a good idea. We'll have to see what's down here too, in terms of where the trade nodes go and whatnot. Haven't exactly decided where we're going to go once we get into East Africa. But we'll figure it out as we go. Alright, let's speed this up a little bit. If you guys heard any extraneous noises, it's because I got a cat in my lap and he's, if I stop petting him too long, he decides that he's going to get back at me by rubbing his face on my microphone. Now, my tech, I believe it's a East African tech group. That should be up here. East African. Cost 50% extra monarch points, so we're looking at 1,100? No, 900. It's less than I thought it would be. That's a lot, but it's still less than I thought it would be. So we're definitely going to want to... I think we're going to be okay in terms of becoming a power in East Africa. When it comes time to fighting the Europeans or anybody like that, it's clearly going to be at a disadvantage. I believe the African tech group, like the base African tech group, is different from the East African tech group. And I think so. I think most of these nations will be at a slight disadvantage towards in comparison to me. It's like 5 or 10% tech cost or something like that. I don't exactly remember. So let's recall both of these guys and see if we can't have them fabricate claims now. We can. On, let's say, Balra. Claim will last for 25 years. We have gained the conquest... Wait, does it happen immediately now? Ah, okay. It does happen. I think I like that. So what happens now is you spend time building up those, like, the spiring points, and then it costs 10 points per province, it looks like, to immediately fabricate a claim. So I had 21, which allowed me to fabricate 2 claims on these guys. Interesting. So let's drag, root out corruption. We don't need to do that right now. There is, that's what this is up here, corruption. Basically, you could spend a portion of your treasury to root out any corruption that creeps up, and I believe this is just like a base debuff to a lot of things. Let's see. So I think we should be okay. We outnumber them by 3,000 troops, and we have a level 2 general. So let's wait till our morale gets all the way up. And then we'll declare war on this guy. Hopefully wipe out... I hope we could stack wipe his army, because these guys should probably join in. Alright, there's the cat. There goes the kitten again. Purring up a storm. Let's see. What did we want to do? We want to go here. We want to go diplomacy. We want to go declare war. Let's put this on speed 1. Alright, so. Will not be called into your war. So. Has not been promised territorial gains. They'll probably not accept. Okay, so they don't have any reason to join in. Okay, let's actually do this and see how this works out. We're immediately going to attack him. We should get there before... Yeah, we'll get there in time. I'll take the river crossing penalty, because right now the main thing is to engage them quickly. I think I'll also take a hill penalty. Or train? Was it hills? I thought there was a train penalty for that. But it looks like we're okay. Alright, so we stacked wiped him. We are going to come down here and stack wipe this guy. Hopefully. Because if they got their troops together, it would have caused me a lot of problems. But divide and conquer. Actually, we're going to want to go this way. Diplomatic insult. We won't forget this. Gains a diplomatic insult against Betsy Sakara. That's fine. We plan on taking all of Madagascar as soon as we possibly can, because that's where our kind of our power base is going to be. Alright, we're getting really bad rolls compared to them. They keep getting high rolls. That was 2 9s and an 8 they got. Thankfully, I got an 8. So this is definitely, oof, they got another 8. They got a lot of really good rolls on that. So, even though I outnumbered them, the honest merchants of Sakalava. Well-made traders are known for cheating countrymen and foreigners alike, lying about the quality of goods, making fraudulent promises. Sakalavan merchants, I kind of like that name, Sakalavan, are well known to be trustworthy if competitive. They may sometimes cut deals that benefit themselves and not their trade partners. They rarely lie or take bribes. This has made us the first choice traders around the world. So we have global trade power increase of 10% for 10 years. I don't think that's going to be a big deal just yet, though. We're going to see if we can't stack wipe these guys. Even though I'm down 3,000 men, it's not that bad now. If we could stack wipe them and then take out their province, we might be able to. Oh, actually, they're starting to get some troops back together, so let's make sure that doesn't happen. It's going to be a bunch of lengthy sieges, I think, but that's okay. They did manage to get those 2,000 men together, but we stack wiped them. And capital. These guys declared war on these guys. Conquest is their CB. Is that a separate war? That is a separate war. Interesting. So what I'm going to want to do is take as much of this land as I possibly can, because they have their own CB going right now. Boom. No. Looks like they're at war with this guy too. They're technically my ally. Our diplomat have been discovered, built a spy network to expel the numerous agents arrested, reducing the size of the spy network by 25. I'm liking the new espionage so far. I will say that. I will say that for sure. I am really enjoying the new espionage. So these bastards basically decided they were going to take advantage of the situation. I do not blame them. It was an excuse for a land grab. What I was hoping was to take 1, 2, 3, and 4 provinces out of this. We might end up splitting this 2 and 2. Depending on what they do. What I'd probably like to do is wait to see what they do in terms of their peace deal. And if it's Bennett, they only take 1, then I can go get the other one. But they're definitely going to siege these guys down. I would imagine they'll annex this one, but not that one. That's what I think the AI will do. I always hope in the back of my mind that every DLC will bring huge new improvements to the AI. Gain conquest. Remove. Oh, there was a time limit on that. Shit. I didn't even realize that. Accumulate money. Have at least 33 gold. Alright, we'll try that. Which means we're gonna have to end this war as soon as we can. I mean, couldn't we technically take out a loan to get ourselves up to that amount? So they separate pieced and took that. Interesting. Now what I'm gonna do is see what I can get out of here. Sue for peace. So that's not too bad. I mean, that in terms of peace offer, that's pretty weak. And then I think I can end round these guys by force vassalizing them. So that would... Oh, wait. Emperor will cede... So that would cede these 2 provinces. Okay, we're not going to do this one. But we'll do war reparations. We'll do everything else. We can do humiliate, right? How much, That'll give me 36 power projection. Alright, we're gonna do that. 36 power projections is great. It only cost us 16 Diplo points. And gave us 2 new provinces. Thankfully, These guys down here are my allies, which leaves this dude the only one left. Your corruption is growing, so that's something we're gonna have to worry about. Let's see here. Corruption. Overextension. So, overextension causes corruption. So let's see. Currently, is this per... How is this per month? It looks like it. So let's roll down the army maintenance. Let's roll it all the way down, actually. It's a little dangerous. No, let's not roll it all the way down. That's too dangerous. Let's leave a little bit there. And we're gonna need to core these. Got plenty of admin points at the moment to take care of that. So the overextension causes a small amount of corruption, which makes sense. I get that. And I believe these guys are still my allies. Yep, they are still my allies. So let's improve relations here. Covert actions, let's build a spy network over here, get those points up. So it looks like when they discovered my ring there, they destroyed the entire thing. The entire thing was eliminated. And as soon as these cores are finished, then we can pull the money out of the corruption slider. I kind of wish, and maybe I'm wrong and I missed it. Where was it? It was over here, wasn't it? Yeah. I kind of wish you could click, you know, if you clicked on it over here or clicked on the slider or someone, it would auto put it to balance out, you know, auto move the slider and lock it to where it would balance out to 0. Because otherwise, you know, well, I'm just gonna have to keep an eye on it, I think. So as soon as Bara is finished, then I'll go over there and I will remove a little bit from it. I think you're just gonna have to micromanage it. Hopefully it's not that big of a deal. I don't think it will be. Ooh, shit. That's bad. We got a little revolt. So, Marina, that's right here, gains 10 unrest. We've already got separatists brewing there. Or we can lower their taxes. Okay, yeah, let's actually take care of that real quick like that. That'll reduce a lot of the unrest here. Their autonomy is sky high, which means for a very long time this province isn't going to prove terribly profitable. It's not going to provide me a lot of taxes. It's not going to provide me very much manpower because its autonomy is through the roof. Right now it's only going to be providing me about 4.3%, 5.3%, whatever that was, of what its total could possibly be. And again, hopefully, I don't remember if coring helps with the unrest. No, it shouldn't. So I might have to increase the autonomy here as well, so I don't have rebels to deal with. All right, there we go. Let's actually take a look at Bara. It didn't really change. National Epic. Oh, it did go down a little bit. Maybe it might have been the overextension. Let's see, yearly prestige for 10 admin power and 3 ducats, yes. And right now we're working with 1 gold per month, basically. That's pretty low. 5.7 years. If it decays out quickly enough, then we're not going to have to worry about it. What I'd like to do is take all of this Betsimi Saraka. If we could take all of Betsimi Saraka, that might give me enough clout to Diplo annex these guys down here, my allies. I might be able to force vassalize them and Diplo annex them. $333. That's pretty average. Well, it's not exactly. I would say that's pretty good. 333. I've dealt with a lot worse than that. A lot worse. And as much as I'd like to get advisors right now, I'm extremely poor. Although I only need to take 1 more month by before I'll finish that mission, I think. Yes, no. Or maybe I'm down by a fraction. I'm down by a fraction. I think it was 33.9 or something like that. No? 34.9, okay. So 1 more month. Then it'll finish. There we go. Gain 10 prestige. So improve prestige, have prestige of at least 50. Right now it's only 24, and it's currently at 24 with, is it really completely balancing out to 0? 0 per year. Force limit's good. Oh, that's something I completely forgot about. States are now a thing. Oh, there's got to be a map mode for that. Let's see here. Trade, imperial, religion, diplomatic. Maybe in here, political, imperial, cultural, religious, states, unrest, government types. Nope, not in there. Diplo? Rivals, players. Trade, development, buildings, manpower, local, colonial, trade goods, tech, trade value, loot. Simple terrain areas. States and territories. Can I just... There we go. States and territories. So, this is one state. Right here. I think number of states, base value of 5. So I'm allowed to have 5 states without having any penalties, I think. And I currently own 1. I own 2. These I own 2 provinces in Madagascar Highlands. Is there a benefit? I don't think there's necessarily a benefit to owning all of them, but I think that I could take these 2 provinces, that one and that one, without suffering, without going into another state, without bumping that up a little. All right, so far so good. Although we need to have a mission. Now that's these guys right here. No? Who is Antanakara? Seems Siraka. No. It's got to be somebody nearby. Must be missing it. Huh. Who are those guys? Can we search for that province? And it's called a... I must be missing... I'm assuming I'm missing something obvious. Is this... Oh, it's just telling me it wants me to have that. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, okay. I thought it was the remove from map. I just read that wrong. Advancement of merchant class. So the merchants gained a little bit of power there. Yes. We're going to take that. That gives me a CB to go to war with these guys, which I think I will do in tomorrow's episode, because we are just about out of time. So thank you for joining me, everybody. If you have enjoyed this, just drop me a like, leave me those comments right down below, and if you're interested in more Benjamin Magnus Plays Europa Universalis 4, just subscribe to this channel, and I will see you next time.